Welcome to Synthetic Worlds, where we uncover the hidden forces beneath our feet that shape the destiny of our planet. You might be standing on a sleeping giant right now without even realizing the immense power lurking deep beneath the surface. These are not the typical cone-shaped mountains we draw, but hidden monsters that conceal themselves under land and deep oceans. Science calls them supervolcanoes, geological structures capable of eruptions thousands of times larger than anything recorded in our modern human history. Let us journey to the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, where the largest single volcano on Earth has finally been identified. Meet Tamu Massif, a shield volcano that rivals the size of the giant Olympus Mons found on the planet Mars. This underwater titan covers an area roughly the size of New Mexico, lurking silently beneath the waves for millions of years. Unlike other volcanoes that form clusters, Tamu Massif is a single entity, created by a massive outpouring of basalt lava. It formed around 145 million years ago, a relic from a time when dinosaurs roamed the Earth. To understand why these giants exist, we must look deeper into the engine that drives our planet's constant geological evolution. The Earth's crust is broken into massive tectonic plates that are constantly drifting, colliding, and tearing apart over millions of years. When these plates collide, one is often forced beneath the other in a violent process geologists call subduction. This extreme pressure melts the rock, creating magma that rises to the surface, forming the volatile chains of active volcanoes. This creates the infamous Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped path along the Pacific Ocean characterized by frequent earthquakes and eruptions. 75% of Earth's volcanoes are located here, making it the most geologically active and dangerous region on our planet. However, not all volcanoes form at plate boundaries. Some are created by hotspots, intense plumes of heat from deep within. This is exactly how the Hawaiian Islands were formed, a conveyor belt of land creation driven by a single stationary hotspot. As the Pacific Plate moves, the hotspot punches new holes in the crust, building mountains that eventually break the ocean surface. But when these geological forces unleash their full fury, the consequences for life on Earth can be absolutely devastating and permanent. Let us travel back to the year 1815, to Mount Tambora in Indonesia, the site of the largest recorded eruption. The explosion was heard thousands of miles away, blasting mountain rock into dust and injecting millions of tons of sulfur. This volcanic winter blocked out the sun, leading to a global climate anomaly that history remembers as the year without summer. Snow fell in June across North America and Europe, killing crops instantly and plunging the world into a severe food crisis. Famine spread rapidly, leading to riots, disease outbreaks, and economic collapse, proving how fragile our civilization is to volcanic events. Global temperatures dropped significantly, altering weather patterns for years and causing suffering that reshaped the geopolitics of the 19th century. Today, Tambora is quiet, but its massive caldera serves as a grim reminder of the power hidden within our planet. Yet, Tambora was small compared to a cataclysm that occurred 74,000 years ago, an event that almost ended us. This is Lake Toba in Sumatra, the scar left behind by a supervolcano eruption of apocalyptic proportions known as the Toba event. Scientists estimate this eruption was thousands of times more powerful than the atomic bomb, ejecting unimaginable amounts of rock and ash. The resulting volcanic winter lasted for up to a decade, cooling the Earth dramatically and destroying ecosystems on every continent. For early humans, this was nearly the end, as food sources vanished and the climate became hostile to almost all life. Genetic studies suggest that the human population dropped to a few thousand survivors, clinging to life in a darkened, ash-covered world. We are all descendants of those few resilient survivors who managed to endure one of the greatest catastrophes in Earth's history. Nature eventually recovered, covering the scars with water and greenery, but the geological beast beneath Toba is merely sleeping. Moving to the present day, one of the most monitored supervolcanoes lies right beneath the feet of millions in North America. Yellowstone National Park is famous for its geysers and hot springs, which are direct evidence of the massive heat source below. Underneath this scenic beauty lies a magma reservoir so large it could fill the Grand Canyon more than 11 times over. The ground at Yellowstone literally rises and falls as the magma chamber breathes, a constant reminder of the pressure building inside. Scientists monitor this site 24/7, tracking every tremor and earthquake to predict when the next super eruption might occur. A full-scale eruption would bury immense areas of the United States in toxic ash and render the land uninhabitable for decades. The breadbasket of the world would be destroyed, triggering a global food crisis that would affect every nation on Earth. While the probability of an eruption in our lifetime is low, the potential consequences demand our constant vigilance and scientific study. But Yellowstone is not alone. Across the ocean in New Zealand, Lake Taupo hides another fierce giant beneath its calm waters. This popular tourist destination was formed by a super eruption 26,000 years ago, the most recent of its kind. The eruption ejected enough material to cover all of New Zealand in a thick layer of debris and changed global weather. In Europe, the Phlegraean fields in Italy pose a significant threat, located dangerously close to the populated city of Naples. Unlike a single mountain, this is a sprawling volcanic field where the ground is restless, constantly shifting and releasing sulfuric gas. Millions of people live within the danger zone, making evacuation plans a critical part of daily life for the Italian authorities. These sleeping giants are scattered across the globe, indifferent to human borders, ticking clocks that operate on geological timescales. However, we must not view volcanoes solely as agents of destruction. They are also the master architects of our living world. Billions of years ago, volcanic eruptions released the water vapor and gases that formed our primitive atmosphere and first oceans. Without these violent outbursts, Earth would be a dry, dead rock floating in space, devoid of the air we breathe. Volcanic ash, once cooled, breaks down into some of the most fertile soil on the planet, rich in essential minerals. This allows civilizations to thrive near volcanoes, trading the risk of eruption for the reward of abundant harvests and agricultural wealth. Volcanoes are also land builders, constantly creating new territory and expanding islands that eventually become homes for diverse ecosystems. Even the hidden giants like Tamu Massif play a role in the ocean's chemistry, influencing currents and marine habitats in the deep. It is a continuous cycle of destruction and creation, a planetary heartbeat that recycles the crust and sustains life over eons. Today, our understanding of these systems is better than ever, allowing us to prepare and adapt rather than live in fear. We are even learning to harness this immense energy, turning the heat of the Earth into clean, renewable power for our cities. The story of supervolcanoes is not just one of catastrophe, but a testament to the dynamic and ever-changing nature of Earth. They remind us that we live on a restless planet, one that is alive, breathing, and powerful beyond our wildest imagination. As we look down from space, we see a fragile blue marble, shaped and scarred by the fire that burns within. Every rock we stand on, every breath of air we take, owes its existence in part to these fiery geological processes. By studying the past, we unlock the secrets of the future, ensuring that humanity can coexist with these sleeping giants. Life always finds a way to flourish, turning the remnants of destruction into landscapes of breathtaking beauty and abundant resources. We must respect their power, monitor their slumber, and appreciate the complex role they play in our planetary ecosystem. The fire beneath our feet is the heartbeat of our world, a source of danger, yes, but also a source of life. So the next time you look at a mountain, remember the hidden forces that built it and the fire that sleeps within. Technology gives us the eyes to see what lies beneath, transforming the unknown into knowledge and fear into preparedness. Education is our best defense, inspiring the next generation of scientists to keep watch over our planet's volatile engine. From the depths of the Pacific to the heights of the Andes, volcanoes connect us all in a web of geological history. We explore, we discover, and we learn to adapt, driven by the same resilience that saved our ancestors thousands of years ago. These mountains are cultural icons, spiritual centers, and scientific puzzles that continue to challenge and inspire humanity every single day. Understanding volcanoes here helps us understand other worlds, from the dead peaks of Mars to the active moons of Jupiter. Volcanism is a universal process, a fundamental force that shapes rocky planets and moons throughout the entire cosmos. But for us, Earth remains our only home, a unique sanctuary where fire and water coexist to support a vibrant biosphere. In the end, life is resilient, capable of thriving on the very edge of destruction, blooming in the shadow of giants. We have learned to live with these monsters, turning their threats into resources and their landscapes into our homes. The dust of history has settled, but the story of our planet is still being written, one eruption at a time. As technology advances, our ability to predict these events improves, giving us the precious gift of time and safety. We build our cities and live our lives, trusting in the stability of the ground, yet always respecting the power beneath. Curiosity drives us to explore the unknown, to dive deep into the oceans and dig deep into the Earth's crust. Our planet is a complex machine, and supervolcanoes are essential gears in the mechanism that keeps Earth dynamic and alive. They leave behind monuments of stone, geometric wonders that stand as silent witnesses to the fiery history of our world. Under the starlight, the Earth sleeps, and we sleep with it, protected by our knowledge and our respect for nature. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the deep, exploring the hidden giants that dwell within our planet. From the underwater expanse of Tamu Massif to the explosive history of Toba, we have seen the true power of Earth. Let us cherish this fragile world, for it is the only home we have in the vast darkness of space. The story of Earth is a story of fire and ice, of destruction and creation, and we are part of it. Thank you for watching Synthetic Worlds. Remember to like and subscribe as we continue to explore the mysteries of our universe.